Normally, in Bloons Tower Defense, you can upgrade a tower up to 5 times to a T5, and then in its alternate path, you can get 2 upgrades. But with a mod known as the Ultimate Crosspathing mod, you can get as many upgrades as you want, allowing yourself to get a 5-5-5 tower, meaning that all of them are combined for some pretty crazy combos. For example, if you get a Dart Monkey and you get a 5-5-5 Dart Monkey, you then get an Ultra Juggernaut that shoots 3 at a time and with the speed of the crossbow that can crit, allowing you to do this, which is pretty insane. But is it stronger than its Paragon counterpart? We're going to be going through every single tower that has a Paragon, trying out its 5-5-5 counterpart and seeing which one can do more damage to the dummy boss. Okay, starting off, let's just do the Dart Monkey. I feel like that's actually going to be the best bet here. So we can just go ahead and we're just going to get ourselves a 5-5-5-5 tower. So it's going to be pretty good. Let's see exactly. I love that we do have a dummy boss now, like an actual training monkey, which is pretty cool. But we'll go ahead and we'll send the dummy boss, and then we're going to do this. And what's cool is we also have the ability of the Plasma Monkey Fan Club, right? So we can also just use this, which does an insane amount of damage. Like, look at how much damage this does. It also kind of lags. But when you use the ability, it actually stops it from lagging. I think it gives it more damage when you use the ability. I'm not sure. Let's watch. So if I do this and then I use the ability, whoa, it does way more damage. Holy cow. So, what? Wait, it says 4.5. I don't know if that's actually right. This says 4.5 and this says 2.2. So I don't know why this says it has actually double the amount of damage, but we're going to go off of the training monkey. We'll compare the two and see. But this says 4.5 million pops and this is 2.2. So this essentially is double of that. So let's go ahead and see what a Paragon can do. Okay, we'll try the different levels of Paragon. So first things first, we'll just try a base level 1 Paragon and we're going to see what this does. So 4.5 million pops. Let's go ahead and see if this level 1 Paragon is going to be stronger. Ooh, it's actually going to be really close. So it ended up doing, I think, 2.2 million on this. And then this one, yeah, this one is getting double the amount of pops. For some reason, I'm not sure. Maybe it's the explosion of it. I don't think it's going to do it. Wait, I actually think the 5.5.5 is going to beat it. Holy cow, the 5.5.5 actually beat it. What? But this is just a level 1 Paragon. Okay, so let's try the level 100. Let's see, does a level 100 Paragon, okay? We're going to reset this and we're going to send it again. That only got like 2.6 million, right? So we can just send this through. Look at this. We can just do 25 times speed. Watch it go. It's just pummeling this guy. Now, does it do more damage? 21 million! Oh my gosh. Okay, the level 100 Paragon was definitely, and I mean definitely, way stronger. All right, Boomerang Monkey. All right, let's give it a try for Boomerang Monkey. Now, if the Boomerang Monkey, what we can also do is we can also try to buff the towers. That's the one thing that's really nice about 5.5.5 towers, is since it's not a Paragon, you are able to get bonuses on it, right? Like you can put a village on it, you can get perma brew, like you can do so many things on this. So this thing's really good because it allows it to have a crazy attack speed. Like look at all these attack speeds from like the perma charge. So you get a lot of bonus damage that comes through with this. And so we ended up getting 600,000, which is 1.2 million. I don't know why this is doubling it. Let's see what happens when we get a normal Paragon. All right, level 1 Paragon. Let's see what this thing is going to do. There's no way this doesn't do like less than, I'm going to say 2 million. I think this one is going to be a lot stronger. Honestly, I think this one's going to do crazy damage. So that ended up, wow, that only did 1.2 million. So it actually did double what the other one did. So that's not that insane. But let's say we get the Boomerang Monkey and we make it a 5.5.5, okay? And let's add some buffs to it. So he's got no pops, and let's send it out now. Oh, I didn't even use this ability. Wait, did I not use the ability on this guy? I don't think I did, which would be kind of sad. Okay, so the score to beat's 1.2 million. 2.3 million. Wait, what? That did insane. Did I actually use the ability? I don't know if I did. And if the ability makes a difference, that'll be crazy. 700. Okay, it added like 100,000 pops. It wasn't a lot, but still insane. So normally this 5.5.5 base tower would lose to a Paragon, but if you add buffs to it, like a perma brew, as well as village and other things, which would be less money than the Paragon, it's going to be stronger than a Paragon, which is like crazy, actually. Moving on to the last primary tower, which is the Tack shooter. I kind of have low expectations for this. Oh my gosh, but that is a lot of range. I'm gonna preemptively put a couple of buffs on this just to see what like its real power is gonna be. I think that's gonna be pretty good. So perma brew, primary mentoring, and then let's also get us a homeland defense. We could get ultra boost, but I think we're starting to get into the range of Paragon pricing anyways. I think that's pretty reasonable for it to be cheaper than the Paragon itself. Let's reset pop counts and let's see how this works. So I don't think that's going to do all that much. Oh my gosh, look at the fire though. That is crazy. And wait, does it lag it when you use the Blade Maelstrom? Does the Blade Maelstrom do like more damage? Wait, how much does the damage increase when you use the Blade Maelstrom? Not a lot. It's not getting a ton of pops either. It's not doing... But also, this is not really a single target damaging kind of tower. So, in the end, it ended up doing 1 million and 2 million. That's actually not bad. 1 million's not bad. But does it have what it takes? Let's see. What's actually going to get more pops? 1 million pops? Here's the thing. This thing's got the darn nuke ability. Right, the Crucible of Steel and Flame's got a nuke. You know it's going to do, like, an insane amount. Let's see. How does the nuke end up faring? Let's reset abilities. All right, we're going to launch the nuke. And then we could use this. And then we're just going to use this as much as we can. Use the nuke. How much damage do you think this is actually going to do? There's no way this... I'm going to guess 1.4 million. It only did 800,000 damage? Wait, that's awful. Wait, that's so bad? Wait, that's terrible. Wait, the other one actually did better. Wait, okay. That's kind of crazy, actually. Let's do a 100-degree Paragon because I kind of want to just see what that's going to look like. How good is a level 100 Paragon? It also looks like, do we get to use the abilities? It does look like we get to use the abilities more frequently. Like, a lot more frequently, which is pretty cool. We're going to be able to get, like, 1 or 2 more extra bombs in. Ooh, wait. Oh, wait. Use the bomb. Nice. Okay. Now it's going to be, like, 2.2 million, right? 7 million. What? Level 100 Paragons are so absolutely busted. It's crazy how good they are. I don't think there's any chance that like a 555 tower will ever beat a level 100 Paragon. But also a level 100 Paragon costs like millions. Like it is so expensive to actually get one ready. So that's still crazy to always see the comparison. So what it seems like, what I'm seeing so far with this scientific experiment is that some base 555 towers, like the Dart Monkey, is going to be more powerful. And then if you boost it with like a village or even an alchemist, it seems like the majority of the 555 towers are better, but we still got a little bit more research to do. Monkey sub, I'm going to be honest, I think the monkey sub's going to lose bad here. I don't think the monkey sub's going to be able to do anything. Wait, look, it has a green and a red. Whoa, that's cool when you do a 555. It's both colors at the same time. That is neat. Okay, let's see what we got here. It can't actually hit anything, which is... Oh, wait. It's also in the sub. Right, we don't want this to be in the sub version. The sub version is not what we want it to be. We want it to be an attacking. But it can't always attack. Yeah, this ended up only doing 150,000. I don't think there's any amount of, like, buffs or anything that we could do to this to make that stronger. I think that's just, like... what it's gonna be. Well, what we can do, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's give it the most buffs we can and see if we can actually... Never mind, I got a Paragon. I don't know why I got the Paragon, but let's just see what the difference is. I mean, it's just got the nuke, bro. There's no way this thing's gonna be able to beat the nuke. The nuke alone, like, look at the 200,000. That's crazy. I don't think it's gonna be able to do the nuke twice. No, it's not. 1.3 million. There's no way. The sub hands down loses. The sub loses bad here. So we're just gonna move on to carrier flagship. I expected the sub to lose though. I don't think anyone was like surprised by this. What am I doing? I was lost in the sauce. All right. The one problem with this is you have Trade Empire, which doesn't do a whole bunch, but let's just give it an alchemist. Let's give it a little bit of a buff. Let's just see. And reset pops. And let's see what we got here. So the one thing is nice is now that you have the 555 on this, you do have the mix between the grape shots and the bonus like pierce and damage. So these planes are really strong. And look at the grape shots that come out of this thing. I mean, this does seem like some Paragon level damage. Like that is some really, really fast attack speed. We can't harpoon it, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's not bad. Let's see. It ends up... That was like worse than the sub. Wait, that was actually worse than the submarine? I was not expecting that. Wait, I was not expecting that in the slightest, actually. All right, let's take a look. Let's try Navark of the Seas, which is going to be a lot more expensive. But 200,000? Dude, this thing's already done like 200,000, right? Yeah, look, it's already done 200,000 at this point. And look, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. 2 million? 2 million pops? That's crazy. Okay, get this tower out of my face. Dart Monkey, like the base towers, but as soon as we've got into military, which are more expensive Paragons, mind you, they've fallen off drastically. Like, and they've gone from doing like 1 million to like 200,000 on both of those. Very shocking. Next up is Monkey Ace. I don't think Monkey Ace has got what it takes, to be honest. We'll see. But I think this is not going to go too well for this tower. I think this is actually going to end up going pretty bad. I'm going to still give it the benefit of the doubt. We're going to give it a perma-brew because perma-brew's super awesome. I'll also give it a village. Because apparently they do need a little something something. This looks kind of crazy though. It's got a lot of fighter jets, a lot of pineapples. And it's got a lot, like the never miss targeting on all of this does seem pretty good. I'm just using all the abilities. And then, of course, the nuke from the Sarbomba, really solid. Really solid. And 1 million. That's not terrible, but we're talking about the most expensive Paragon in the entire game. Right, we're talking about Goliath Doomship here. Which Goliath Doomship is literally, it is the pinnacle of Paragons. This thing is an absolute monster, all right? This thing is going to absolutely eat this guy for breakfast. Oh, not that we even need these. We can just sell these. We can just constantly drop these. I don't think these are even that, like, efficiently set up, which is kind of sad. If I was a little bit better, I'd do that. But, like, 4.5 million, it literally was 4 times stronger at a level 1. At a level 1, like look at this. Look, let's just set it to level 100 just for the giggles. Just for the giggles, and then we'll spawn this boss again. So remember, it did 4.5 million, which was literally 4 times stronger than the other tower. Than the 555 variant. And at a level 100, 35 million is crazy. That's crazy how much stronger it is. Oh, it's at 71 million. Ah, that's crazy. Wizard Monkey. I'm really interested to see how this one's gonna do. Actual infinite range. Literally, it has infinite range. That's pretty cool. Let's give it a village. Let's give it jungle drums. Let's give it perma brew. And let's see what this thing has. Honestly, I think the 5... Okay, that's pretty crazy. I don't know if this is weaker or stronger. Which one? Does he do better here? Or does he do... Oh, he does way better without the Phoenix ability. Okay, he does better without the Phoenix ability. He gets more pops. Let's try that and just not use the Phoenix ability. Because the Phoenix ability was not helping us out. It's just better if he just uses his raw firepower to beat this balloon up. Okay. 500,000 pops. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing. It's not that exciting. But I think... Our normal 555 towers in the beginning, like all the primaries were doing fantastic. But now that we've gotten to like an $800,000 Paragon, it feels like there's no point in even trying. Or let's refresh cooldowns, because then we could just use this thing, because that thing is crazy. Oh, I don't have like any... 2.6 million pops. I mean, come on. Again, wasn't that like 4 times or even 5 times? That was 5 times the power. That's insane, actually. Next up, Ninja Monkey. Okay, well, we'll use Ninja Monkey. I have to use Grand Saboteur at the start to get the bonus of this. So pop Grand Saboteur, and then we'll spawn it. Wait, did Grand Saboteur not work? Wait, let me try this again. All right, Grand Saboteur. Okay, so it doesn't work. So Grand Saboteur doesn't actually work on this thing, which is kind of interesting. Reset pops and send it. All right. I don't think this is going to really do all that much because you're not gonna you're getting Master Bomber and that's about it, right? You're not getting a lot of bang for your buck. 300,000. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. But I mean, it's going to. Why you are not what I'm looking for? It's still gonna shy in comparison to going up against an Ascended Shadow, right? Like we know this is going to. Look at that. That is insane. But the Ascended Shadow is built for this, right? It is absolutely built for this. All right. So far, all of the Paragons have been better, except for Primary. Like, Primary was really good and actually shocked me with some of the results. Military and Magic, there was none of them had a fighting chance. Now we're heading into Support, and we have the brand new one, which is the Spike Factory Paragon, which I actually think this one's just going to be insane. Let's just see what this does. Okay, let's reset pops. Okay, we're just gonna spawn. Oh my gosh. It's so laggy. It is so laggy, actually. Yeah, oh, we also have this ability. Do I even dare use the ability? So all of these are permaspikes and also... So all of these have permaspike and super mines at the same time. And then it's just like constantly sending them out. How many pops is this thing even at? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What is it at right now? 6 million. It's already at 6 million pops. Oh my gosh. This thing is insane. This 555 tower is crazy. I'm just going to let this run. I'm literally just going to let this run and finish. Oh my gosh. That took forever. We're at 38 million pops with just the 555. 38 million pops. That is insane how many pops I got. Okay, I gotta restart this because otherwise it's gonna be insane. Okay, 38 million pops is, well, needless to say, a lot of pops. Do you think even I don't even know if the level 100 Paragon is gonna be able to beat that. I actually don't know. All right, let's see. This is the level 1 Paragon. Will it do? Let's see actually if it can beat it. I am really, really curious to see if this is going to get over 38 million pops. I highly doubt it. Like, I highly doubt. But maybe. Maybe this thing is just like that crazy where you'll be able to do it. Oh, that explodes all of them. I guess you don't want to do that, but you can still throw those in. And that ended up doing only 2 million. Okay, so let's set this. Let's set it to 100. So 100 degrees. All right. Let's give it some time to even build up. And now... All right, we'll spawn it. Do I need to reset cooldowns? For some reason, it's not letting... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is lagging now. All right, throw those up. It is doing its darndest. It is doing its darndest to try to keep up with all of this. And that ended up only getting... That got 34 million pops! Wait, it was actually, like, so similar. So a 555 is, like, the equivalent to a level 100 Paragon. I think the other one did better, though. Just barely the other one beat a level 100 Paragon. That is insane, actually. That's so cool. Okay, I don't think we're going to find anything else that's that powerful. But next up, we've got the Engineer, which I don't know how well this is going to work. Because this thing, like, this guy just does not seem like he's going to be doing that great. Obviously, we have to Ultra Boost himself, because that's, like, a part of the tower, obviously. So we'll Ultra Boost it. And by the way, for the Spike Factory, that wasn't even any buffs. If we had, like, Permabrew or, like, Village or stuff, it would have been over. It would have been absolutely over. Wait, what the heck do I have this village here for? Okay. You definitely want Jungle Drums. All right. And he has 9 Ultra Boosts. Okay, and then boom. All right, and let's see. I don't think that this is... Oh my gosh, wait, this is actually kind of crazy. But it can't use the thingy on it, though, which is a little sad, but... Okay, ended up getting 300,000 pops, which... Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Oh, I should have made them all explode. I don't think that would have made that big of a difference. And last but not least is the Engineer Paragon. So we need to put all of its turrets down. So we need to go Master Builder. And then we want to have you down. And then we want to have... What the heck? Why did they put that over there? I guess we can just have it all here. All right, there we go. And the final one. Let's go. This is going to do so much more damage. This one's going to be so much better than just 300,000. Like, actually. And that one was 1.3 million. So, I think the takeaway from this is that most of the time, a Paragon is just going to be better than a 555 tower. In some rare cases, I think the only ones that won, like, straight up without any buffs, was the Dart Monkey as well as the Spike Factory. Including buffs, including bonuses, the Tack Shooter and Boomerang were a lot better. And everything else, it just seems like the Paragon won by a long shot. So it seems like Paragon's a little bit better, but it's still really fun. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to, you can join our membership program where you get access to our Discord, where we release our private mods for you guys to play and enjoy, as well as you have access to all the public mods that are always available, and a link and kind of help you guys figure out how to download them if you're on PC, as well as exclusive emojis, loyalty badges, and we do members only live streams where I play with you guys every other week. So make sure to sign up, and I'll see you there.